Hello, English teachers! Are you ready to power up your English class? Here are some tips for supporting students by asking questions before and during listening activities. Listening is not simply receiving information produced by a speaker. It is an important part of oral language development and interaction in English. Teachers can help students process and understand the listening input by using various questioning strategies. Here are some teacher talk examples to promote meaningful and effective engagement during listening activities. To make listening activities more effective, teachers can prepare a set of prediction questions. Adding visuals, realia, or references also help the students think ahead about the topic. For example, before the students listen to an audio clip, you can ask, "Before you listen, what do you think this dialogue will be about?" Before you listen, brainstorm what you think about this topic. Look at this frog. What do you think about when you see this frog? When you see this picture, what thoughts come to your mind? You can also give time for interaction among students by asking them to predict together. Before you listen, ask your elbow partner, "What do you think when you see this picture?" Understanding main ideas. Sometimes teachers want their students to only focus on understanding the main idea of the listening material. What kinds of questions would you ask in order to guide your students to focus on the main idea? Let's take a look at these examples. Is the speaker describing a vacation or a day in the office? Is the radio report about the news or weather? Did the speaker like or dislike the movie? What is the topic of the conversation? Why is the speaker asking the man questions? Notice the first four examples are closed questions. They are designed for students to make a choice or provide a specific answer. These closed questions help novice-level language learners focus on the main idea. The last question is an open-ended question, and this type of question can be also used to prompt a variety of topic-related responses, which works well in an intermediate or upper-level class. In addition, using visual aids to facilitate question and answer activities, such as a handout or poster, will also make the listening task more effective for student learning. Specific information. Listening for specific details is as important as listening for main ideas. Whether it is listening to a weather forecast, airport announcements, or giving directions, encouraging students to listen for specific details is a real-life skill they will need. Let's see how the next set of questions are extended to elicit specific information during a listening activity. Class, what do you think the three friends are talking about? Goals. Can you give me a full sentence, Eric? They are talking about their goals for this year. Good. Who are these three friends? Can anyone tell me their names? Mark, Jen, Camilla. That's correct. Now, let's listen to it again. What is Mark's goal? What is Jen's goal? What is Camilla's goal for this year? Take notes as you listen again for their goals. In this first example, the teacher extends the questions from the main idea of goals to listen for specific goals of each person. Let's see another example. Yes, this is an announcement at the airport. Now, listen carefully again. Listen for the time the plane departs for San Francisco and from which gate number. Can somebody tell me what you are going to listen to? The time and the gate number for San Francisco? Thank you, Nina. That's right. We will listen for the departure time and the gate number. Similarly, in this second example, the teacher moves from the main idea from the first listening to asking for specific information in the second listening. As you see in these two examples, detailed listening requires learners to identify the specific information. Teachers will mostly use WH questions, and they need to check if students understand the task correctly throughout the activity. It is always helpful to give the questions in advance in order to prepare your students to listen for specific information. Making inference and asking opinions. If the language proficiency level of your students is advanced, the teacher can prepare and move towards inference questions or personal opinion questions such as agree or disagree. Inferential questions ask what might not be said directly but can be clearly guessed, so the teacher can ask various forms of inferential questions such as, what makes you think that they are planning for a trip? What might happen if Camilla comes after 10 o'clock? What can you infer from the picture on the page? What message is the author trying to give? Can you infer the meaning from the woman's final response? Asking opinions might be used for the most advanced level of learners. This process of questions and answers requires higher language competency, especially from the students. The teacher might ask, what is your opinion about this topic? Do you agree or disagree? Could you tell your elbow partner why you agree or disagree? What do you think is the best way to solve this problem? Now, do you feel prepared to use a variety of questions for listening tasks? Feel free to go back to the beginning of this video and practice saying these questions out loud. Thanks for watching and learning. Now, let's go do it!